Okay, hello everyone. So for this video, I'll be demonstrating how to use Postman to test an API. So we have here the website where you can download the Postman. So just visit postman.com/downloads. Then download depending on your machine. For since I'm using Windows, so just click on this button to download it. Then after that, create an account. So you may use your own Gmail to create the account. So here, as you can see, may free version. So gawa lang kayo account for a free version. Click nyo lang yung get started. Then you may use your Gmail to log in. Then you'll have your account. So this is how it looks like pag naka-log in na kayo. Then this is the home. You have your workspace here and so on and so forth. Then, once you download yung Postman, install nyo lang siya, and then login nyo lang din yung account nyo. Then, ito yung magiging itsura naman niya with the application version na naka-login. So, naka-sign in na ako dito. As you can see, ito yung account ko. So, we will demonstrate now how to test a simple API. So, I have already pre-made PHP code here that allows accepting request. So, ito yung PHP ko. And then you have header control, allow origin. So, asterisk para it can accept uh, from different sources. And then, character set is UTF-8 JSON. And then, yung method na gamit ko is post. So, I'll be posting data in this API or endpoint. So, you just get the data, i-decode mo lang siya because when you submit data sa API, it is in a form of JSON. So, JSON yung ma-accept niya. So, you need to decode it. And then, dito, check lang natin kung may available na name tsaka email yung posted na data. And then, if yes, di-display lang natin siya. If wala, display lang tayo ng error message here. Then, we just return the error code. So, 200 is for successful request with return. Then, 400 for bad request. So, you may check yung mga error codes na lang kung saan sila ginagamit. And then, once we build our response JSON here, ayan, i-display lang natin siya or i-return lang natin siya as JSON. Kaya may JSON encode dito. So, you may use different um, backend depending kung saan kayo mas familiar. You can use Python, you can have Java, .NET, kayo na bahala doon. So, dito, PHP ang gamit ko. Then, sinave ko siya sa SAMP, SAMP, I'm using SAMP for my server. So, nakasave siya dito sa directory na to. Meron akong folder na SAMP, tas Postman. Then, nandun yung backend.php. Then, you can access it via browser. So, make sure nakastart lang yung SAMP. And then, ito siya dito. And then, pag nirefresh natin yan, ayan, since through URL tayo send get request yun, since get request is not post, so kaya error yung status nito. Then, I have installed here yung parang Prettify para it can display JSON na formatted. As you can see here, ito. So, to test this API, we need to use a tool. So, Postman yung tool na gagamitin natin. So, add lang tayo dito ng new request. And then, you can title this request, kayo bahala. And then, method natin is post. So, piliin mo lang yung post. And then, JSON yung format natin pag send. So, punta tayo sa body, form data, and then, saan na yun? Body, raw pala, raw. So, body, raw, and then we use JSON to uh, send, no? So, post yung request, body, tapos raw. Ang URL natin is yung backend, no? So, ikakopy nyo lang to, itong buong to. Yan yung endpoint natin. Tapos, ipipaste lang dyan. Then, gawa tayo ng JSON file dito. So, ang requirement natin sa API na 'to is name and email. Then kailangan both are provided. So, kung name lang ang ibibigay natin, for example, so name, colon, ang name natin, okay, okay. So, name natin na lang, yan. Then, isend natin yan. So, since name lang, we get error kasi kulang yung field natin, no? So, dagdag natin yung email. Yan. So, abe@gmail.com. Sample lang. And then, after that, click mo lang yung send. Email pa rin. So, check colon. Kulang tayo ng colon dito. Yan. Send natin yan. Ayan. As you can see, success yung return. Code niyan is to HTTP code with B200. So, yan yung message. Tapos ito yung data. Yun. So, yan. Simple demo how to use Postman lang. Okay. So, in other cases, of course, we need to perform validations, mga ganyan. Tokens, authorization yon. Because, kunyari, need naka-login. So, kailangan may authorization para ma-access yung endpoint na to. Ayan. And so on and so forth. So, yeah, that's all for this one.